Solving percentage questions can seem daunting, but there are multiple ways to go about it. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational content, so if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, ito ay multiple ways on how to solve percentage questions. I'm making this video kasi yung aking lumang estimation technique at percentage table technique is actually something na feeling ko kailangan ng revamp. And I get a lot of comments dun sa mga quizzes that I made saying na ang complicated ang method, ganyan-ganyan. And I do know that there are multiple ways on how to solve it. So, ang goal natin ngayon, ito ay parang part ng mini-series natin na three solutions, one problem. I will show you kung paano nyo ito solve sa traditional method and sa other ways. And you can pick out which one actually works best for you. Okay, so ang focus natin would be exams that will keep you from using a calculator like the civil service exam or yung mga basic questions ng LET, college entrance exams na hindi kayo pwedeng gumamit ng calculator. Kaya, I hope makatulong tong mga techniques na ito sa inyo. And now, just a quick little plug. If you're interested to get this shirt that I have, You Never Stop Learning shirt natin, Trying Hard shirt, mga merch natin, you can go to shop.teamlaika.com to find out how to get yours. All of the proceeds there help support this channel and help me help more people by making free content like this. So, thank you so much sa mga bumili na, and especially those na nagsusuot at nagsasend ng pictures sa akin. It actually makes me really happy kasi ako nag-design sa kanila. So, nakakatuwa lang na there are people out there who are actually wearing it. Okay, so thank you so much. And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to jump into ang ating discussion. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so ito yung ating lecture on multiplying with percentages. Basically, I'm going to give you 4 options on how you can solve this type of problem. Again, 4 ways. Isa-isahin natin, and then at the end, I'm going to give you a challenge question. Okay? Now, I'm also planning to make a set of worksheets for this particular topic. If you are watching this on YouTube, you should find the link sa description box sa baba. As soon as it's available, ipopost ko doon yung link para ma-download nyo yung free worksheet. Okay? Now, quick intro lang muna. When it comes to percentage questions sa exams, whether that be civil service, UPCAT, or kahit anong klase ng aptitude test, ito yung kadalasang tatlong format nung percentage questions na pag-uusapan natin. Meron ka na what is 10% of 30 or whatever number that is. 3 is what percent of 30, and then you have 3 is 10% of what number. Now, itong tatlong to, iba-iba ang ways to solve that kasi iba-iba yung nahanap. Now, the first step here is to convert yung sentence or yung question into an equation. And to do that, you have to change is to equals and of to times. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Kung isusulat ko itong first one, ang nawawala is yung x mo, yung magiging x siya sa algebra, tapos yung is magiging equal, tapos 10%, and then yung of becomes times, and then you have 30. So, the equation is x is equal to 10% times 30. Now, ito namang pangalawa, iba na rin yung structure niya. Magiging 3 is, yung is again equals, tapos what percent, so that becomes your x, and then of, so i-multiply mo rin siya sa 30. Ito na naman yung magiging equation niya. Doon sa pangatlong type, ang mangyayari, 3 is, so yan yung equal, tapos 10% na naman, of, so imumultiply mo yan sa what number which is your x. So imumultiply mo daw sa 10%. And then you will follow the rules ng equality ng algebra para ma-solve mo yung equation na yun at mahanap mo yung x. Now, all these 3, iba-iba, hindi natin i-cover itong dalawang ito. Ang i-focus natin right now is this. Okay? Yung ganitong klase. Yung kung nagmumultiply ka ng percent at sa isang number. Now again, hindi naman ganitong klaseng tanong lang yan. Whether you're dealing with this or investment problems, mga word problems na may percentage, increase or decrease, importante talaga yung skill na mawala yung kaba when it comes to multiplying percentages. So let's take this question as an example. Sabi, what is 22% of 54? So iisa-isahin ko lahat ng 4 na ways for you to be able to solve this. And then I'll also give you time to answer your own. Tapos magkakaroon tayo ng challenge question. So, first and straightforward na method to solve this would be yung traditional way natin. Now, when solving this, again, the first step would be to convert this into an equation first. So, what is your x? Equal, tapos 22% times 54. Now, for those of you who are getting a little bit confused kung bakit dot yung nilalagay ko sa pagitan instead of times, kasi ang reason for that, sa algebra lalo, we put dot na lang or pinagtatabi na lang natin siya kasi yung x becomes a factor, a number. So, dahil variable siya, hindi ko siya pwedeng lagay na x lang na times na gano'n. So, ito yung magiging problem natin, isosolve natin to ngayon. And in order for us to get x, kailangan ko i-multiply yung 54 at 22%. Now, first things first, i-convert natin yung percent into decimal. Okay? Yung percentage form to decimal form. And in order for you to do that, I've discussed this in other videos na rin, what you're going to do is to move the decimal place ng dalawang beses. So, 1, 2. Ang clue nyo dyan would be looking at the symbol ng percent. You would see there's an arrow pointing right there, tapos dalawang tuldok. So, ibig sabihin nun, from here, you move 1, 2, dalawang beses, gagalawin mo dalawang beses yung tuldok. So, ibig sabihin, instead of 22, imumultiply mo siya sa 0.22. So, 0.22 times 54. And then you're going to have to do it. So, ang traditional way din ng pagmumultiply would be to just write 0.22, tapos imumultiply ko siya sa 54. And the way we do it is, we just multiply it and then count the decimal places later. Ano ibig sabihin nun? 2 times 4 is 8. And you have another 8 right here. Tapos you have 2 times 5, which is 10. Lalagyan natin sa taas. Tapos 2 times 5 is 10. Tapos dadagdag natin yung 1, you have 11. Tapos i-add natin yan lahat. You have 1, 1, 8, 8. Tapos dahil meron kang dalawang decimal places right here, 1, 2, imumove ko siya pabalik. 1, 2. So the answer is 11.88. So yan yung sagot natin. Okay? Now again, walang masyadong problema sa method na to, lalo na if ikaw naman ay confident sa iyong skills when it comes to multiplying with decimals. Okay, so that is how you solve it using the traditional way. Now, I want you to try your hand naman in using the same technique. So again, just multiply it straightforward naman. I'm going to give you a sample problem. It's going to be the same for the entire video. Pero I want you to try solving it using just the multiplication technique. Okay? So I'll give you some time, a quick minute to solve this, and then babalikan natin, solve it together, and then we'll move on to the next technique. Okay? And if you're ready, your timer starts now. Alright, so ito yung ating question. What is 52% of 24? So again, isusolve lang natin siya using yung ginawa natin kanina. What becomes your x is equal. And then you have 52% times 24. Now again, i-convert pa natin yung percent into decimal para ma-solve natin ito. From this point right here, you move it dalawang beses na decimal place. So now, what we have is 0.52 times 24. So again, just solve it. Diretso naman. 0.52 times 24. Some people prefer putting yung mas malaking number sa taas. Pareho lang yon. Kasi sa multiplication, we have what we call the commutative property. Basically, kahit i-multiply mong paganyan o paganyan, pareho lang yan. Kasi multiplication naman siya. So, pwede mo rin siya isulat like this, kung mas comfortable kayo with that. Or kung gusto nyo 0.52 sa taas, okay lang din. Basta importante, tama yung sagot natin sa dulo. So, we have this right here. Multiply lang natin. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Bababa na tayo dito. You have 4 times 5, which is 20. 2 right there. You have 10. And then plus 2, 12. 1, 2, 4, 8. Tapos, yung ating decimal places. 1, 2, dalawa. So, ibig sabihin, gagalaw tayo ng dalawa rin pabalik dito. So, now you have the answer as 12.43. 8. Now, I want you to remember that number kasi ang goal natin ngayon is for this answer to appear using yung iba pang methods na i-discuss natin. Okay? Now, ito yung ating next na technique. Ito yung ginagamit ko madalas, which is using thresholds. I explained that in an older video. Plano ko rin i-revamp. Pero ang idea nito is that there are certain thresholds ng percentage na madaling i-mental math. And if you know those, it's actually going to be easier for you to solve problems kung mabilis ka mag-add at madaling mo matandaan yung mga thresholds na yon. Ang idea here would be to think of yung mga certain levels. So, for example, ang 50%, sulat ko sa gilid para may reference tayo, ang 50% is just kalahati ng number. So, yan ay 1/2, or kung gusto kong kunin yung number, i-divide ko na lang siya sa 2. Now, ang division by 2 is very easy. Any number I divide really fast pagdating sa 2. So, madali na sa akin kunin yan. So, for example, sa 54, ang 50% niya, pwede ko siyang i-multiply sa 0.5 or i-divide ko na lang siya sa 227. Okay? Yun yung isang threshold number natin, 50%. Now, ang susunod na madali rin na threshold number natin would be 25%. Kasi ang 25% is just 1/4 or 1/2 of 1/2, or i-divide ko lang siya sa 4, or i-divide ko siya sa 2 dalawang beses. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kung alam kong 27 ang kalahati, kalahati ng 27, which is 13.5, yan naman ang 1/4. Another threshold number would be yung 10%. This is actually the easiest of the bit. Bakit? Kasi ang 10% is just basically moving the decimal place ng original number ng isang beses pa kaliwa. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang 54, ang 10% niya ay 5.4. Okay? And now that I know that, ang 22% becomes easy for me. Kasi ang gagawin ko lang dyan, i-break down ko yung 22% in 2 parts. You have isang 10, at 2. Okay? Pag in-add ko tong tatlong to, lalabas ngayon yung 22%. Mabubuo yung number na hinahanap ko. So, ang 10%, again, ng 54, ginalaw lang yung decimal place ng isang beses, yan ay magbibigay sa atin ng 5.4. Isa pa is another 5.4. And then yung ito yung 2 naman na percent, pwede ko yung kunin na dalawang 1 or i-divide ko yung 10 sa 5. Kung ano na lang yung gusto mong gawin. Ako, ang preference ko is, kinukuha ko na lang yung 1%. Yung 2 kasi, isi-split natin siya sa isang 1 at isa pang 1. At ang 1% is actually just moving another spot right there. So, yung 54, 5.4 ang 10%, ang 1% niya ay 0.54. So, ibig sabihin, pwede ko na nalagay dito, 2.54. Tapos, pwede ko na siya ngayon i-add. And dahil mas mabilis ako mag-add kaysa sa mag-multiply, I can actually solve this mentally. The same lang din naman, ang bibigay niya rin sa akin would be 11.88. So, again, if you notice, it's the same answer that we got before. Kahit na minultiply ko siya or threshold ko siya. Now, kung may options yung inyong exam, so ibig sabihin A, B, C, D, mas madali pa pagdating sa estimation ito, kasi all you have to know is, it's a little higher than 10. Okay? And kung ano yung malapit, yun na yung magiging sagot ninyo. Yun yung value ng thresholds, and this is why I find this very helpful. Now, in case you find this too complicated, kasi I've had comments like that saying na, ba't pinapahirapan mo pa, imumultiply na lang yan. Kung if you find this too complicated, then you're free to use the traditional method naman. Nang sa akin lang, there are people who can't get over their fear of multiplying numbers, kaya sa kanila, dahil ayaw nila talaga mag-multiply, mas maganda ngayon na mag-add na lang ng mag-add. Okay? So again, yun yung i-weigh nating options. Now, ang challenge now is for you to think of a way to solve naman yung same problem na ginamit natin kanina, pero this time using thresholds. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to try your hand at solving this, and your timer starts now. Okay, so solve naman natin together. Again, it's the same number kanina. Pero this time, ang gagamitin natin is yung concept ng thresholds. So, in order for me to make this happen, I'm going to split yung 52% muna. So, pwede ko siyang hatiin sa 50, tapos 1, at isa pang 1. Kasi 50 plus 1 plus 1 is 52. Now, yung 50%, again, napag-usapan natin kanina, madali siyang kunin kasi i-divide ko lang siya sa 2. So, yung 24 naman, madali i-divide sa 2, that would give me 12. Again, kung may options ka, hanapin mo lang malapit na sa 12, mas mataas ng konti sa 12, that would be your answer. Okay? Kaya it really has helped me sa maraming exams kasi natitipid ko yung oras dahil sanay na ako sa estimation. Now, we have 50% right there, which is 12. To get 1%, again, gagalaw natin decimal place ng dalawang beses. You have 1, 2 right there. You have 0.24, dalawa nun, which will give me 0.48. Tapos, yung initial natin na 12. So, the answer is 12.48. So, again, is it the same as yung sagot natin kanina? Diba? Again, ang importante here would be for you to get the exact same answer kahit ano pang method yung ginamit ninyo. So, kung saan ka mas mabilis, you can use whatever technique that is. Okay? So, 12.48 pa rin naman yung magiging resulta. Now, let's try naman yung iba pang technique. We have a third one, and this is something na nagpa-pop up na rin sa comment section. Actually, bihira ko tong gamitin, simply because I feel na parang multiplication na rin naman ito. Pero there are people who really find this helpful. So, ipo-point out, ituturo ko rin sa inyo, ito yung something which I call the 1%. Ang idea nito would be to just get 1% ng original number. And again, napag-usapan na natin yun kanina. To do that, i-move mo lang yung decimal place ng dalawang beses. So, 1, 2, and then, you have 0.54. Tapos, i-multiply ko lang siya sa kung ilang percent meron. And ang percent mo ay 22, so i-multiply ko lang siya sa 22. Okay? So, i-solve din natin ulito. We have 8, and then a 10. You have here 8, and another 10. So, that is still 11.88. Same din naman ng resulta dun sa kanina. Kaya lang, again, alleviate yung fear ng iba kasi nalipat yung decimal point. Now, again, depende yan sa tao. If you find that this is helpful, go ahead and try to do that. Some people naman, kinakalimutan nila yung percent na sign. Ang ibig sabihin nun, i-multiply lang muna nila yung 54 at saka yung 22, tapos kung ano yung sagot, di ba? This is going to give you 1188, tsaka nila i-move yung decimal place na dalawang beses. Again, the end result will be the same. Now, if this also helps your psyche dahil huli yung process ng paggalaw ng decimal place, pwede rin naman. But again, the answer will still be the same. So, yun yung concept ng 1%. Itatabi mo na yung percent, kunin mo yung 1%, and then multiply mo siya sa kung ilan yung hinahanap. So, again, we'll give it a fair shake. I will give you time to try to use this method. And then, after that, we'll solve it together, okay? If you're ready, your timer starts now. Alright, so gamitin naman natin siya dito. So, what is 52% of 24? So, again, the idea would be, yung first idea would be to get the 1% lang muna. So, now you have 0.24, tapos i-multiply mo siya sa 52. So, you have 8 here, 4, and then you have 20, and then 12 right here. So, 1248, and then 2 decimal places. So, igagalaw ko lang siya. The answer is 12.48. Again, same answer, correct answer naman siya. Another way would be for you to just multiply the numbers ng walang munang percentage. So, you have 52 times 24. Again, this will be 8, 20, tapos you have 4 right there, and then your 10. If you notice, the answer is still the same, 1248. Tapos, dahil yung percent ay hindi mo dapat kalimutan, ibabalik mo uli siya. Again, the answer will still be 12.48. Pareho lang siya. Okay? So, yun naman yung 1% na technique. Again, feel free to use whatever is easiest for you. Now, there is another way, which is yung ratio rotation. This is something I also tried to explain in an older video. If you haven't seen that yet, ilink ko na lang din sa taas. Pero the idea ng ratio rotation with percentages can be helpful, lalo na kung madadali na i-divide at i-multiply yung mga numbers involved. Now, one thing na you would have to think of would be, proportion question din kasi ito. So, ang tinatanong dito, ano ang 22% ng whole number na 54? So, what you could do would be to just split yung ating fractions ng proportion. I-split lang natin siya into yung percentage side and yung number side. Okay? Again, you have your percentage side and then your number side. Sa percentage side, you have yung hinahanap, which is 22%. So, 22 over, and then the original number is always 100. Okay? So, yung full number is 100%. It's just a given. Tatandaan mo na lang siya. So, again, 22% out of 100. Now, yung 54, since siya ang original number, siya yung 54 sa ilalim. Nakatapat siya dun sa 100. Kasi ang idea nga ng ratio rotation is tapat dapat. So, dahil siya ang full number, original number, siya ang katapat ng 100. Ang hinahanap natin is kung ano yung katapat naman ng 22%. Yun ang magiging X doon sa ating proportion question. And now that we have that, we will try naman na to solve this using ratio rotation. Now, again, pwede pa natin i-lowest terms ito. This can be 11 and then 50. And then, iikot ko lang siya. So, ang ratio rotation would dictate na iikot ko siya. Pwede kong i-divide here first and then I will multiply it like that. Now, again, the case here is that in some cases, it's easier to solve it like that, lalo na kung related naman yung mga numbers na given. Pero may mga cases na pag hindi masyadong madaling i-lowest terms yung mga numbers, hindi siya ganun kadali. Pero at least you have somewhere to start. So, in 54 divided by 50 is actually going to give you 1.08, and then yung 1.08 naman ay i-multiply natin ngayon sa 11, and that would give us 11.88. Now, again, if you remember, yung 11.88 is still the same answer na nakuha natin since kanina. So, yun yung idea ng ratio rotation. Now, i-try natin using the same question na I have been giving you since kanina. Again, the idea would be to match yung percentage side and yung number side, and then i-ratio rotation mo lang siya. Divide first, and then multiply. Okay? And if you're ready, your timer starts now. Alright, so again, we'll try using ratio rotation here. We have your percentage side and your number side. Tapos, yung ating magiging pairing. So, ang 100% ay yung 24 kasi siya ang original number. Hinahanap natin yung 52%. Siya naman ang magiging X. Now, the first step is i-lowest terms natin yung fraction. So, this will be divided by 2 pareho, magiging 50. And then this will be 26. Pwede pa uli sa 2, this will be 25. And then this will be 13. And then, dahil naka-lowest terms na yan, pwede na natin siya iikot. Again, in some cases, kapag related yung mga numbers, mas madaling iikot na lang sila. Sometimes naman, it's a little bit trickier. In this case, medyo dealing tayo with decimal, so it can be a little bit challenging. So, 24 divided by 25 is 0.96. And then, imumultiply natin siya sa 13. That is going to give us 12.48. So, again, same answer then as before. Okay? So, again, depende sa given na numbers, depende sa kung saan ka mas komportable yung method na pwede mong gamitin. Ang importante, pare-pareho naman yung sagot. Now, dito na tayo sa challenge question. Yung challenge question, ang challenge ko for you guys would be to use whichever method you feel is easier for you. And then at the end, I'm going to solve it naman using all 4 techniques. So, i-solve natin yung same question using all 4 methods, and then, hopefully, makita ninyo kung ano yung distinction nila, and ma-appreciate natin, and magamit natin kung ano yung pinakamadali sa atin. Okay? And if you're ready, your timer starts now. Alright, so the question is, what is 1.2% of 48? Now, isa-isa natin uli, again, using the traditional way muna. Mangyayari, ang ating equation ay x is equal siya sa 1.2% of times 48. And now that we have that, is straightforward lang natin na i-multiply. Tapos, di ba, dahil ito ay percentage, i-move ko pa yung decimal place 2 beses. So, this is actually 0.012 times 48. Okay? So, i-multiply ko lang siya. I have 16 right there. This is going to give us 9. Tapos, wala na, zeros na kasi yun. And then, you have 2 and 4 is 8. 1 and 4 is 4. Okay? So, now you have 6, 7, 1, dyan, you have 5, 7, 6. Tapos, i-move natin yung decimal place. Dahil 3 ang decimal places here, you have to move it 3 times then. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 0.576. Okay? So, again, we have to remember that 0.576 ang sagot sa traditional method. Ang goal natin would be to see if we get the same answer out of every other method that we're going to use. Now, dito tayo sa threshold. So, we have 1.2% of 48. Okay? So, yung 1.2%, pwede kong kunin na lang yung 1 muna. So, 1%. And then, kukunin ko yung 0.1% and 0.1%. Now, paano ko ito gagawin using yung thresholds natin? Ang sabi natin, di ba, ang 1% ay, yung original number, you will just move the decimal place 2 beses. So, ibig sabihin, yung 1% is 0.48. Now, ano naman ang 0.1%? Dahil ang 0.1% ay basically ginalaw mo yung decimal place ng isa pang beses, dadagdagan ko lang ng isa pang beses na movement yung decimal place right here. This will give me 0.048. And another 0.048, i-add ko lang siya. So, you have 16 right here. And then you have 9 plus 8, which is 17. This is 576. At ayun na yung decimal. So, 0.576. Again, pareho pa rin yung sagot sa kanilang dalawa. Now, let's try yung the 1% naman na idea. Okay? So, again, ang 1% na pag-usapan na rin natin kanina is 0.48. Tapos, i-multiply ko siya sa kung ilan yung percent, which is 1.2. Okay? So, i-multiply natin ito. 8 times 2 is 16. Carry natin dyan. 4 times 2 is 8. So, 9. And then you have 8 and 4. So, i-add rin natin siya. 6, 7, and then may carry tayo doon. 5, 7, 6. And then, ang decimal place natin, you have 1, 2, and 3. So, 1, 2, 3. The answer is still 0.576. Pareho lang din. Okay? Now, try natin yung ratio rotation. So, again, percentage side. Kuha natin yung percentage side and then yung number side. Percentage side natin, you have yung original number which is 100, which is 48 naman sa number side. Tapos hinahanap natin is 1.2%. So 1.2, pwede yung ganyan. Okay? Now, ito yung magiging x natin. So ito, pwede nating i-smallest terms pa, kasi divisible naman siya sa 2. So, pwede siya maging 0.6 at saka 50. Or kung gusto mo i-straightforward na iikot, pwede na rin naman. We'll just go like that. Okay? So, you have 0.6 over 50, tapos x over 48. Or kung gusto ko pang palitin pa yung number, pwede ko siyang gawing 0.3 over 25. So, now you have 48 divided by 25, which is going to give us 1.92. Tapos, imumultiply ko siya sa 0.3, which is going to give us 0.576. So, again, it's going to be the same answer kahit saan kang method dumaan. So, do what works best for you. Sa experience ko lang, ang mas madalas kong ginagamit sa actual na exam ay yung thresholds. Kasi dahil na-master mo na ito, mas madali to find out kung aling option yung hindi nag-work best. It's something na demonstrate ko lagi kapag may mga live or online review events ako. Kasi it's a great way for you to rule out which options cannot work. And when I am in doubt, I use yung traditional way or I use yung ratio rotation. This is specifically helpful kapag ang inyong exam ay either science high school exam or mga simple na college entrance exams. Kasi ang madalas na mga numbers na binibigay ay hindi ganito kakomplikado. Tinaas ko lang yung level ng difficulty kasi alam ko iba-ibang klase ng exam yung iti-take ninyo para makita ninyo na kahit anong klaseng tanong, all four actually work. Okay? So it's all about you choosing which method works best for you. Okay? Now again, if you want more exercises, I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me yet, follow me at Laika Maravilla on Instagram. Mayroon tayong quick quiz function sa Instagram story kung saan pwede kayong makasagot agad at malaman agad kung tama kayo o mali. And I hope the next time I post a question, I would see your username as one of the people who got the correct answer. Ayan ang ating goal. Okay? And again, follow me on Instagram at Laika Maravilla for more of that. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends na mag-exam din sila. That way, mas marami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/Team Laika. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe na, hit that bell. Marami pa tayong videos coming up. I would hate for you guys to miss that. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Never stop learning. Anja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.